Good afternoon, class. So today is 26th of June. The first news is related to the Pakistan to remain on FATF grey list. I hope you remember FATF, money laundering platform. Sorry, not money laundering platform, but checking of the money laundering platform and terrorist financing platform. Now, with regard to that, Pakistan has remained on grey list for I think quite some time now, 2 years or more. There is a Asia Pacific group that take an individual review with regard to the performance of the countries or the regulations, legislation, and the steps or implementation that is being done by the home state. In that, it has been found that Pakistan is not up to the mark. There was a 27-point agenda that has been given to them. They were only able to perform 24 of them. So they have found shortlisted on 3 of them. Pakistan is basically willing to come out of that particular FATF grey list tag, but India is hoping that they remain on that. India have cited the example with regard to the no evidence support, in which the trials and the cases that are needed to be filed in the court for the terrorist activities that are being conducted are not led to the conclusion. So now there is domestic legislation amendment that has been moved by Pakistan. They have said, or they have ensured, that there will be persons who will be put on trial and they will be brought up to the charge in the offences that they have committed. But right now the FATF decided that Pakistan will remain on the grey list. So usko पढ़ लीजिएगा, and the next hearing I think will be on 27 or 28th of August or something like that. I do not remember when this is the next hearing, but that is again when the same decision or the same question will be put up for asking whether Pakistan should be taken away from that particular thing or not. The next one is the Rajasthan Gets Genome Sequencing Laboratory. Now this is set up in the Savai Madhav Singh Hospital over there. 1 crore has been allocated and genome sequencing laboratory has been set up by Rajasthan government. I hope you remember what is the benefits of setting up a genome sequencing laboratory. It will give you clear idea that what kind of virus are currently transmitting and how the genome will be of a particular virus or of a particular human being can be segregated and can be understood easily with regard to the various understanding that are required. Okay, तो इसको ध्यान रखिएगा. The next news is related to the future state. Now this is again related to Jammu and Kashmir. I will not go into that. It is just because of suggestion and the prepare the ground for Naya Jammu and Kashmir. Again, Insaniyat, Kashmiriyat and Zamuriyat. This has been the title with regard to the Kashmir people. You have to develop the democracy, you have to build the trust, and you also have to provide opportunities and democratic governance of the local people, for the people and by the people. And that is what the true value, or that is what the reflection of the Indian sovereign democratic value that is contained in the constitution will be upheld. I hope you remember the preamble of the constitution state that we shall make India into a sovereign, socialist, secular, democratic republic. Okay? So this is what idea we are preparing for Naya Jammu and Kashmir. And please remember, this fact is very important. Once you read such articles that what is expected of a particular state, please go to the preamble, read the preamble. I am telling you 60 to 80% of the times, whatever has been written in the preamble will be reflected in the article. And even if it is not reflected in the article, you will be getting certain insights with regard to the understanding or in which sense the article has been written. Okay? So if you take this particular word, too early to conclude with regard to the Prime Minister Modi what will happen with the delimitation exercise, but it is a welcome move. The center policies and the world, they have changed with regard to one other issues. Earlier they were fighting for the special status under Article 370. Now they are fighting for the statehood. And the statehood is generally the combination or the probability of becoming a state within the Indian Union. They did not enjoy a separate status or a superior status as compared to the other states, or in contrast to the other states that are present in India. So that is where the whole discussion have changed. Other than that, the Afghanistan possibility is still real. There could be attacks in Kashmir. We have to be wary about of that. Now India is currently speaking from a position of strength. When the elections are being conducted, India can be showing to the world that, see, in our Pakistan there are elections that we have controlled. If you want to do elections in the Gilgit-Baltistan region, we can go ahead with that. We can have a memorandum, we can have a other referendum that we can have over there, and a solution to the Kashmir problem is better for both the countries, whether it is Pakistan or whether it is India, but both the countries are fighting for whole of the Kashmir. So that has been the case. And finally, the local connect. Already I told you three funda: Jamhuriyat, Kashmiriyat and Insaniyat. These are the three things the whole Kashmir article will be focused upon. So इसी से याद रखिए, I will not go into the detail. The next news is related to IAC will be commissioned next year. So this is India's first indigenous aircraft carrier. Now please remember, first of all, please go and search which is the current aircraft carrier we are using. And there was an aircraft carrier that was retired last year. There was a dispute regarding that it should be made into a museum, but it has already been sold to a particular company who have basically scrapped some parts of it. The High Court basically the Supreme Court basically have declined to stay the scrapping work. They have advised the vigilantes who have been basically calling for the restoration, that if you want to restore that particular ship, already the financial transactions between the parties have happened. You can pay to the party and then we can make sure that the ship we change into museum. Okay, so this is an aircraft carrier. India right now have only one aircraft carrier. You have to know about that. There are two projects that are very, very important. Project 75I and Project 75. Okay, both are for submarines, nuclear submarines and diesel submarines. So they have stealth activities and can remain underwater for extended period of 3 months. So they are very good for surveillance, keeping a vigil, and also any kind of surprise attack that you basically want on the enemy. So I hope this is clear. The next news is related to India-China planned 12th round of talks on Ladakh standoff. So India is there for a long haul. Already India have realized it. And the solutions to the problem between India and China are not going to come anytime sooner. So be prepared. I think last year when the thing happened in the Doklam area, I have already told you that Chinese are very or the one thing that is said about the Chinese, if you know, Sun Tzu is a particular thinker or the wartime philosopher of China. Now his one line with regard to the war scenario is that the art of the war is the name of the book, and in that particular book he have defined a quality that how to fight a war, and he says that war should be won even before we meet on the battlefield. I hope this is clear. So war is won and it is lost even before we meet on the battlefield. That is what has been suggested, and this holds true also for that examination. Now, a lot of people basically says that examination is a battlefield. Of course it is a battlefield, but the preparation of the war starts 1 year behind that particular day. So that is the thing that you have to implement, and this is what have come to reality, and this is what China is looking for. If India would have relented, or India would have given some space to the Chinese authority, definitely it would be seen as a setback, and already it has been seen by the world as a setback. So China is basically propagating itself as a big brother and also a superpower. It is very embarrassing that they are getting defeated by a smaller country or a developing country like India, and it doesn't matter whether we are the 5th largest GDP or not, because it is just like that particular thing ki, the 5th person is now standing up to the 2nd position. Okay, so that is a direct threat in the face of the China. The next one is the DRDO test enhanced range of Pinaka rocket. Now this is a DRDO and has been developed by DRDO, and it has a range of approximately 40 km, and it has been enhanced to 45 km. So 5 km extra it can go. It is a rocket which is fired in quick succession, and from 122 millimeter is the bore from where it is being fired upon. तो इसको ध्यान रखिएगा, बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट है इस बार पिनाका. ठीक है, ध्यान रखिएगा, रेंज सिर्फ 40 किलोमीटर है एंड इट कैन डिस्ट्रॉय एनीथिंग दैट कम्स विद इन टू इट्स range, that is 45 kilometers. So generally it is used on the borders. See the statement of army: Afghan exit by US may bring infiltrators. So infiltrators means the infiltrators, terrorist infiltrators within India. The next one is study links air pollution to COVID-19 cases and deaths. तो उसको पढ़ लीजिएगा. What is this study contains? The study says that the areas where the population is more, people have suffered more because the lungs are not capable to basically hold on to the infection for a longer period, and the recovery rate is also smaller. So that is what they have said. The next news is related to Ghani to meet Biden at US exit looms. So what was the purpose of Mr. Ghani? To basically convince USA in some way or another to provide them air support because the Afghan forces are not capable to basically take over Taliban. I hope you remember in initial years when they came to Afghanistan in 2001, that is the USA, they vowed to eliminate the Taliban. After 2 years of fighting the war, they were not able to eliminate the Taliban. Then they started providing training to the Afghan officials, and they have said that they will only ensure peace in Afghanistan and not fight a direct war. That is in another country. With regard to that, Afghanistan government is saying that if you go away or the premature exit without ensuring stability or long-term peace in Afghanistan will be disastrous, not only for Afghanistan but also for the people and the neighborhood. India is also concerned about it, but Mr. Biden have been adamant that by 11 September 2021, after 20 years of the war, all the persons who have been fighting the war in Afghanistan will be called back, and 650 US troops will only remain in Afghanistan, the rest will be recalled off. The next one is Tibet Gat first bullet train links Lhasa to Indian border. Now please remember, train was already there. This is the first bullet train. That is why it is concerning why it is concerning for India, because both the countries are basically ramping up the infrastructure on the border areas, and there will be more standoffs at the borders with regard to the protection, safeguarding the local people, and also excessive claim with regard to the territory in the area where the LAC is not defined. So they are going to be another part. Now 90% of the track is above 3000 meter above the sea level. Now why it is a problem? Because there is a complete possibility of landslide at higher altitude. That is why 3000 meter above the sea level is a type of a feat that is generally not available in the areas. The tunnels can work very good, but I think roads are generally seeing different kind of boulders or landslides that generally blocks them. I think already you will be seeing some of it in the monsoon season. So I hope this is clear. But the bullet train is basically traveling at high speeds, 150 km per hour plus. So that has been a concern for India because the infrastructure ramping activity of the China in the border area has been coming at a faster pace. I hope this is clear. Okay, so I think that is it for today.